Have you ever wondered if there was a way to grow consistently on TikTok, go viral regularly, or even tap into unlimited sources of content inspiration? In this video, I'm going to share with you exactly how to do that. You ready for it? So one of the things that I decided to test out over the last 3 years, in 3 years, I grew from 0 to 1 million followers, which I think is pretty good for just a mom from Minnesota on TikTok. And what I want to share with you guys is a strategy that absolutely anybody can use to skyrocket your growth and your success, okay? Before I do, there's one thing I need to share, and this is really interesting. So on average, most views, or rather the average length of a view on TikTok is about 8 seconds, which is why so many people are showing up with this idea of the 7-second rule and how that's the type of TikTok that thrives. Unfortunately, that's more of a tactic than a strategy. Strategies are the foundation. I once actually heard someone say that strategies are more like the actual map versus tactics are the turn by turn. And so while you can know the turn by turn tactics, if you don't know where you are and where you want to end up and what the end game is, it's not going to really get you anywhere. You could turn right 17 times and end up being like, I have no idea where I'm going. So I'm going to show you guys this strategy because I think it's really powerful. And this is something you can use on many different platforms. So if the average view for a TikTok is about 8 seconds, one of the things that we get to keep in mind is that if you can keep people's attention for about the first 5 to 7 seconds, you're mostly going to do pretty well moving forward. And the problem is most people, and I would include myself in this, most people are not good at the first 5 seconds of videos. In fact, that's where most videos lose all their momentum. First 5 seconds, just people drop off left and right, and TikTok says we're not going to bother showing this video to anyone else because it already hasn't performed with our existing audience. So I was thinking about different ways that you could kind of piggyback off of other people's content in order to create that really strong first 5 seconds, also known as the hook. By the way, if you want to learn more about hooks, comment hook below in the comments. What's interesting though, I was thinking if you could take the first 5 seconds from someone else's piece of content and then go into your part of your content, only about the first 5 seconds of your content needs to be super engaging in order to already surpass the 8-second kind of guideline, okay? So what you're gonna do is you are going to actually go and scroll TikTok. Yes, I'm actually telling you to go scroll TikTok. And what I want you to do is a little bit of an experiment. I want you to notice which videos are already going viral. Now that is very, very, very key with this. For what I'm gonna teach you how to do, you do not wanna stitch any video that has not already had a track record of retaining attention for those initial couple of seconds. So for example, as I scroll through my For You page, you could check out this one here. This one, she's pretty angry. It's a very emotional video. She says it's relatable. And I could actually show you guys the audio, but I don't want to because there's a lot of language in it. But I'm gonna go ahead and see that there are 1.2 million views of this video already. And I'm gonna go ahead and save it to my favorites because we already know that this video has a track record of performing in the first at least 5 seconds, which means I can stitch it and share either a story, something that I found across life that allows me to share more context about this topic. I could share something that completely disagrees with this topic. Or there are several creators who stitch viral videos and then share something completely unrelated. In fact, there's one guy on TikTok, and I can't think of his name. If you can, drop it in the comments. And all he does is stitch viral videos and then shares a totally unrelated story. And it's actually very, very entertaining. Sometimes it's a little crazy and wild. Now, real fast, the media definition of viral is 10 million reached organically in a week. I am not following the media definition of viral here and now. I'm actually going to redefine what viral means for the purpose of this video, and we are going to say mini viral. Mini viral means to reach multiples, exponential audiences compared to your existing follower base, okay? So I'm gonna keep scrolling through. Now this one has 31,000 likes, which means it's probably been seen by at least 10 times that amount of people. So this would also make a really good one to add to favorites. This one's an ad. I'm not gonna stitch an ad because you really kind of can't. This one's okay and really decent, and I like her content a lot. But I'm looking for ones that have 5, 6, or even 7 figures worth of hearts or likes so that I know it's gonna retain audiences. So I'm gonna go ahead and add these. Now, some of these are a little bit on the smaller side, and that's fine because most people that you are connected with haven't seen them, and you can bring some perspective on a new angle or a new angle to a topic. And then I'm gonna show you guys one extra tip at the end of this when I actually stitch some of these videos in order to show you exactly how to increase views beyond the first 5 seconds. So I'm gonna scroll through. I'm gonna find a couple more. Most of these are pretty small engagement. And by the way, this is very painful for me to do because normally I love to engage with smaller creators or less engaged with content. So this is very, very hard for me. Let's go ahead and keep on going till we find at least one more video. Toca Boca is a toddler game. Stop playing it, you're 16. Let's go for it. All right, so I'm gonna go to my profile. And in my profile, I have saved favorites. If you go to edit profile, Instagram, and then to the right of that is that little bookmark. I'm gonna click that and I have the videos saved that have already performed for others. Now what I'm gonna do from here is I'm gonna stitch these videos and I'm gonna show you one little tactic that can increase your watch time, thus getting people to stay beyond the first 5 seconds and increasing the chances that you'll have an audience for longer. This is especially helpful if the thought of creating a video kind of makes you freeze up a little bit. And I'll be honest, like I create video all the time and that still sometimes happens for me. So let's go ahead and start this one. I'm gonna start this video. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and click on that little arrow. Stitches are off on this one, which makes me so sad. So I'm gonna scroll up. All right, stitches are on. So the story of this one is, here's a reminder that a man won't commit when he meets the right one. He'll commit to the first random he meets once he's ready. I'm gonna share a perspective on this. So see how the first 5 seconds of this are already loaded into the stitch. This means that simply by hitting next, you can actually just stitch it from here. Now, I recommend keeping your videos a little bit on the shorter side not until the algorithm changes. That's not what it's about. It's until you learn how to retain views for longer. Once you learn how to retain an audience for longer, then it's a good idea to move up to 60 seconds. But I'm gonna be honest with you, on a short form, short attention span platform, 60-second and definitely 3-minute TikToks, they're challenging. You've got to keep every single line super interesting and full of information, transformation, entertainment, education. Let's do this, all right? At first when I saw this, I was totally gonna disagree. But then the more I thought about it, I realized I probably passed up a lot of my soulmates because I wasn't ready. I'm curious, do you think we have more than one soulmate? And now I'm gonna add one more thing that's gonna make this is the tactic that I really like. I'm gonna go ahead and use some emojis and put stitch incoming text on the screen. Okay, now the reason that I'm doing that is to show someone, like, if they're like, wait, why is this content on my For You page? They know, oh wait, my favorite creator, I'm just kidding. A girl can dream and manifest, right? I'm gonna go ahead and put this right here and end it as soon as the stitch actually ends. I actually need this to be just a little bit longer. Here we go, just a little more. There we go. And then from there, I'm gonna turn on captions, add in the caption, the hashtags, and hit post. I'm excited to hear exactly how this works for you. I know that this strategy works really well. I've seen people do it. I've also worked quite a bit with helping others to use this strategy, and we've seen great success, but I wanna hear your results. Now remember, they have to be viral videos already, and you have to add something that actually adds something. It's very difficult to create those follow-up stitches that really don't give a lot of either value or insight or agreement or disagreement and still retain your audience. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye for now.